Loading snacks.
What it do, Loading Snacks Universe. Your boy Jokes here, and I got the homie Marcus in tow with me, repping repping that new finisher merch too, by the way. I appreciate that, good sir.
Finisher.
And welcome to the Finisher Live. And this is going to be our prediction show for AEW Double or Nothing. Coming to you live from Las Vegas. It's a party. It's a party. You finna go party, Marcus?
Party. Always got a party. Like a rock star.
Like a rock star. So tonight's Double or Nothing show is packed with matches on there, and these are some pretty fire matches. I'm ready to get into some of these predictions. What you think, Marcus?
I'm ready.
You ready?
Always ready.
My man. All right, so let's go ahead. Before we get into the main show, we got to start. We're going to start with the pre-show. For those of you who don't know, the pre-show AEW calls the buy-in. So as of now, there's only one match on the pre-show. So we'll probably get a lot of commentating and anything else. But that first match on the list, we got Hook and Danhausen versus Tony Nese and Mark Sterling. So I'm amped to see Danhausen in a
Hookhausen.
match. Hookhausen. We're gonna. That's what they're doing. Well, we've seen Hook. We've seen Hook throw down and do some damage. I want to see what Danhausen got up his sleeve. I'm sure he's got some tricks up his sleeve.
Some magic.
But who do you take? Who do you got taking this first match in the pre-show?
I think Hookhausen is probably going to win because they're keeping Hook undefeated, and I actually even though it's not singles competition, I feel like it would tarnish his undefeated streak if he lost in tag team competition. Mm-hmm. And let's be real, I do believe that majority of the work is going to be Hook. It's going to be majority Danhausen trying to weasel his way out, try to do his.
The cursing is coming about.
Yep.
I'm 100% with you. I don't think there's any other way that Hook and Hausen don't win this match unless obviously some underhanded tactics are going to happen. But this should be an easy win. Just like you said, Hook is going to be the one doing all the damage. I expect to see a good outing from Tony Nese. But that's about it. But I think so. We're in agreement. So pre-show, we're in agreement here. It's going to be Hook and Danhausen for this. Yeah.
Yep.
I dig that. So that'll just give us a little bit of the start to the show. I'm sure we'll see some funny stuff that'll happen. You think we'll get any surprises on the buy-in? Think we'll get anything extra?
Like, I can't tell right now. I feel like there will be something.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but I can't. Like, I just don't know what they would bring in at this point to the show. But that's the beauty of wrestling. You never know.
Beauty of wrestling. I think we'll see a nice surprise or an announcement come from the buy-in. The rumor is that we're going to see the unveiling of the 6-man tag team championships, but I know they wanted to hold on to that probably until the man Kenny Omega show back up. I think he would be a good introduction to that, but maybe another title, but we shall see. The buy-in's got a little bit of got some air to fill in besides the match on there, so I'm good with that. All right, let's go ahead and let's take a move. Let's go ahead and move to the main show. So no specific order. Obviously, I got the bigger matches at the end of this. This is my idea of what the show is going to look like as far as the matches as one of those. So we'll see how close I can get to that.
Wait, this is Double or Nothing. 1 second. I just remembered something.
Wait, how do you just... The show has the name Double or Nothing in the show, Marcus. How do you not remember what it is? So last time you did an unbox, this better be something AEW related, Marcus. Because last time we did a WWE show and you bought out an AEW championship belt.
Oh, it's worth it.
It's worth it? Oh, gosh. So Marcus is over there in his closet of troubles, I think I'm going to call it. You weren't even prepared for that. Did you even unbox whatever it is you have? You can't hear me right now. Oh, surprises, surprises. What does Marcus have in tow for us today? Of course, Marcus is being extra. That's how he does. Like as usual, it's doing it again.
Yes, double
And you would.
or
It's the, why
nothing.
are you bringing a WWE championship to this? Throw
I'm
that.
not done. Go away.
I'm not going away. That belt you throw away. That goes to the side, and you can bring
No,
out the other one.
you can't stop the classics.
I'm not mad at the classics. This is an AEW show.
I do what I want because it's double or nothing.
See, that one is cool. If you'd have come with like the TNT championship or something like that, I'd have been like, okay, that's dope. But
Because the champ is here.
I think the finisher shirt has gone to your head, good sir. Throw the WWE belt over there in the corner. All right. Now, after Marcus being extra out here, let's go ahead and move on to the main show. And let's get this kicked off. So what I think we're looking at is probably the first match. We got Paige Van Zant with the TNT champion Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page versus Tay Conti, Sammy Guevara, and Frankie Kazarian. Now these guys have been each other's throats for the last few weeks now. I don't know. Tay and Sammy just haven't been like I feel like they're trying to be heel, but then it's like they're trying to be fake. I don't know. There's a weird thing going on with them right now.
They don't know what to call them.
So they're playing both sides of the fence right now. But I'll be honest with you. I think Scorpio is going to be the deciding factor, and I got to give it to them. I don't think Sammy and them are going to take this win out of the way, seeing what happened over these last few weeks. What you think?
Like they've been doing a whole lot of Twitter talking.
Yeah.
And normally when you do a lot of Twitter talking, that's a sign that you're gonna lose. Unless you are Sasha Banks, then you win. Because all you
Hey,
do is win.
Gage got something. He's like, you got to get an extra finisher belt. Now, if you get a finisher belt,
And I was thinking about it. I didn't know how you guys were going to do the logo at first, but I definitely thought about it. I was like, we need a finisher belt.
all
So
right.
that way that could be something that we put on the line for these wagers.
That is literally what that is going to be for. We're going to use this as our prediction show winner, and then also I need to build that in like WWE 2K. I'm gonna build that, and so we can kind of fight that out for real. I dig that. So who do you think is going to take the match away?
I think it's going to be Scorpio Sky.
We're on the same page for that one too. I don't know. I feel like we're going to call this show almost right down to the T similar. There's a feeling in here, but I feel like there's two matches that are going to be our deciding pieces to this. All right, so we got the first match of the show out the way. Let's go ahead and we're going to move on to the next one that was more of recently just added, thanks to like the Owen Hart the Foundation tournament,
Which I do
playing out,
enjoy.
is Darby Allin and Kyle O'Reilly. Now,
That's going to be such a good match.
this match has some high potential, some very high potential of it.
We're going to see some coffin dropping. We're going to see some off the top rope.
See, Sam, this is literally what we were talking about before the show but Marcus was like, I don't know. I don't have an idea. I think we should just talk about it later. I'm like,
look.
my man is not sounding very confident in his predictions out here.
Oh, no. I'm very confident in my predictions. I just don't know what the penalty will be.
You don't know what the
Look,
penalty
I
is.
am running off of literal G Fuel and water. So, with that being said, my mind is not on penalties. It is staying awake.
Staying awake. All right.
Staying energized.
I'm going to throw
Giving
this
you
one.
guys the energy you deserve. Because you deserve it.
I'm going to throw this one out there. If you best me in this, the next AEW pay-per-view, that junk's on me. I'll order that junk for you.
Ooh.
I'll order that junk for you.
That's I don't know, jokes. I want it in writing. I want it in writing. Hold on.
Hey,
We have Sid.
you
We
got
got
the
Sid
two,
engaged in the chat. I want it in writing.
dude. You got it in
I
video.
want.
What is better than
I,
writing? Ain't
no,
nothing. You got it
I
in
want it
video.
physically. I want to see your signature. I
You want
want
to
to
see
see.
my signature on it?
I want to see your signature on it. And after that, you have to sign it, little jokes.
And I have to sign it, little jokes.
You have to sign it, little
That's
jokes.
fine. We got it in video form, so I think that's the best thing. You know what? We'll post this. We'll cut that out and we'll post that. That way, everybody in the world is gonna know. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you next pay per view. So, what you just gonna do the same thing for me? You gonna if I best this, you got the next one on me. You got the next one.
Yes, I got you on the next one.
There we go. Hey, so there we go. Winner is getting the free pay per view on him. I dig it. Ain't no subscription services here, so you ain't gonna be able to copy and say, yeah, I'm gonna subscribe for the service for you for 1 month. But Kyle O'Reilly and Darby Allin, who do you got taking this one away? This one is gonna be this one could go either way, honestly.
Let me think. I think the last between Red Dragon and them was Red Dragon. Yeah, I'm gonna go Darby Allin. I
Darby
think
Allin?
he more Darby Allin because he just had an amazing match with Jeff Hardy so a while back. So I think they're trying to give him the go ahead and do what you want.
I think he's got that already. I'm putting my money on Kyle O'Reilly. I think like the whole undisputed elite, they're coming to take over again. Like this is gonna be a thing.
Now you mean Bullet Club?
Well, that's if they turn back into the. I don't know if they're going to try to say. I would hope that they get absorbed and they turn back into just a whole Bullet Club. But I think they're going to stay the undisputed elite for a long time now. I think that's going to be here to stay. But I'm putting my money on Kyle O'Reilly. So that's what I was waiting for. I was waiting for our first split on there. So
Oh, we're gonna have some different choices, most
really,
definitely.
we're going to have there's going to be a few, but I think there's a lot in here we're going to have in common. But let's go ahead and hit the next match. And that's a 6-man tag team match between Death Triangle and the House of Black.
Death Triangle.
Death Triangle? Oh no, hands
Death
down.
Triangle. Hands down. Death Triangle.
House of Black. House of
No.
Black.
Fear the Pack.
You tripping? House of Black.
Pack has just come back like in the last like month or two. Like he has to get that momentum back from when he was going after those before there was all these single championships. So House of Black.
I think Pat gonna come in here.
Not House of Black.
I think he gonna wreak some havoc. No two ways about that. But
and isn't not Penta? Was it Penta that was out? No, it was
no, his partner.
Yeah, and he's just coming back.
Mm-hmm.
I'm giving it to them.
Nah, House of Black, dog. House of Black is ruling. Like Malachi Black, I have been a huge fan of for a good while, even before he was known as Malachi Black. Like, I think they are right now one of those interesting catalysts that they've put together. Murphy, it was a little bit of a weird throw in at a second for me, but I'm starting to get on board with what they're doing. Like I've always been on board with him ever since a few changes that they done to him when he was in WWE. But I think House of Black gonna have this. I don't know. I think we may see a new member. I don't know. I feel
Tune in on the next episode where controversy creates cash on the finisher, where we talk about controversies that create cash because that's what's best for business.
Hey, my man Marcus came up with a fire idea for the next episode, and that's what you're gonna get. Controversy. We all love seeing some controversy when it comes time for wrestling. But all right, so I got House of Black, and you got Death Triangle. Yeah, I'm down for it. All right, I'm gonna go to the next match, but now this one, I feel like we're gonna be on the same page for this one. I think we're on the same page for this one. It's gonna be for the TBS Championship between Jade Cargill and Anna Jay.
Come on, next Jade Cargill.
There's no two ways about it. Jade Cargill.
As much as I love DMD, it's got to be Jade Cargill. I'm sorry.
Her undefeated streak is she's being the Goldberg right now of women in AEW.
As she should. As she should.
And she's
I will
dominating.
I will mark for her all day. Give her all the push. To the moon. To the moon.
That's it. Just to the moon. We can't go past the moon. That's
Nah,
it. The
because
moon
when we go past the moon, that's when human error occurs, and then we have aliens. So no, to the moon.
to the moon.
Have you not
I
seen terraformers? Bad ideas always happen until after you go past the moon.
All right, to the moon. So the moon is the limit. I can still dig that. But yeah, I knew we were going to be on the same page for this. Jade Cargill has just been an absolute monster since day one that she's been in AEW, and I think we've seen improvement from her all through, and that's what I love to see with someone that comes in as new, and you just see that growth as they move through. So I expect her to stay a TBS champion for a very long time.
Very long time.
At least
Or at least
until she
during the year.
decides. No, at least until she decides that she wants to just go for the AEW Women's Championship. And I feel like what she'll end up doing is just end up relinquishing the belt. I don't know if she'll pull the double time with both belts as of just yet, but I think that would be the only thing that would get her off the championship right now.
Or they do similar to what Vince did with the women's tag team division. He added that division, and
Mm-hmm.
they bring like a TNT Women's Tag Team Championship, and then they'll put it on the baddie section.
Have all of them with the belts. There's an
I
opportunity
mean, if
there.
I wanted a moneymaker, I mean, baddie section with drip. Come on now, come on now,
I
make
can
it
I
happen.
can I can rule. If AEW adds a women's tag team division, I think they actually have legitimate team.
Us, they have legitimate. They actually have legitimate teams that actually like aren't like a makeshift plot armor because controversy creates cash moments.
I dig
So
it. I dig it. I
and
dig it.
and since Tony Khan purchased Impact, there's a whole list of other
Nah, he ain't.
talent.
You mean Ring of
Yeah,
Honor?
Ring of Honor.
Yeah,
It's going to happen. He's
I'm
going
about
to
to say, hold
purchase
up,
Impact.
my man that broke out
He's
some new news.
Thanos. He's Thanos. You heard it
Definitely.
from me first. You heard it from me first at 3:20 on the 29th. Tony Khan
320
has
on the 20.
purchased Impact.
Wouldn't surprise me, but I don't think he's gonna do that right now.
Even
Impact is
even
doing
Ring of
okay.
Honor, even Ring of Honor, he still like has all that female talent, and he is part. He does have that open door policy with Impact, so a lot of people coming in, going out, transferring, it can happen.
I'm
Make it
all over
happen.
that. All right, let's go ahead and move on to our next match. This is a big one. So there's a lot of people here. So let's work through this. We got the Anarchy in the Arena match between John Moxley, Bryan Danielson, Santana Ortiz, and Eddie Kingston versus the Jericho Appreciation Society. This match is going to be absolute and utter chaos. I don't know if there's any other way to explain this match.
Like I'm thinking that what's a Black Liverpool Fight Club fight.
Combat
Yeah,
Club.
Combat Club. I don't see them walking out of the match,
Mm-hmm.
but I do have them winning the match
Mm-hmm.
because John Moxley, Daniel Bryan, and Yuta are like one of the upcoming trios
Mm-hmm.
under William Regal. So I don't see them losing because they've been on a nice little rise every time,
Mm-hmm.
every week. So I would say that because of that, I will go there
Mm-hmm.
because we know the society is going to end up breaking up and then they're all going to get their individual pushes and see what happens later on. So this may be that catalyst moment to go ahead
To
and
do.
do that
I'm going
because that's what
opposite.
Jericho does. He builds the stars and then lets them go out. Because as you notice, MJF,
MJF is a star.
Sammy Guevara,
They all got it. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I gotta agree with Sin. And I think the Jericho Appreciation Society is gonna take this because I'm gonna tell you why. As much as Eddie Kingston, Moxley, Danielson, all on the same squad, they are not on the same page. And
and that's why they'll win.
no, that is why they are going
Yes.
to lose.
No, because when it doesn't seem like they're together is when they're together.
You think that? I don't know about this one. Like Moxley right now is keeping Danielson and Kingston apart from each other from just absolutely ripping each other head off. Now, granted, it's a good thing to have when you can direct it in the right direction. But over these last few weeks, that has not happened. And these guys have just been fighting with each other. As much as I want Moxley and them to take this W, I don't think that they're on the same page, and I don't think it's going to allow them to win. I think Jericho and his crew they are all one cohesive unit, and knowing Jericho always has something extra up his sleeve, and I
I
don't
mean, but
know.
then you got to remember with Jericho, Jericho is all about putting over talent.
I
Even
know
if,
he is.
even if like it's at the end of the match, like even if they lose the match, like look what happened with the inner circle. Like
Oh
it
no.
split up. It ran its course, and here's what's happening. Like I believe, I don't think like they'll break up immediately. There may be another like round two of or round three of this going
Mm-hmm.
forward, but I definitely feel like that is where, because as you notice, who I keep forgetting the two guys that are in the Appreciation Society.
Mm-hmm.
They're on BTE. Like now they're on BTE. That's how I know that they're starting to gain momentum.
Mm-hmm.
Is when they transfer them to BTE. Like they give them more spots on BTE to like fairly like work on their mic skills, so
Mm-hmm.
that way when it does come time, all right, you guys go. Sammy Guevara was on there,
Yep.
ends up making his own channel, and then took off. MJF was on there, took off. Blah 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 blah. Back when Cody was on BT,
Mm-hmm.
rip the nightmare.
Another reason why I believe Jericho Appreciation Society is going to win. After they win, Jericho can then graduate them all. It's like we did it as a team. Now you guys got to go out here and do it yourselves. So
I just feel sorry
Jericho,
for Jake Hager. Like, poor guy.
hey, my man is he's buying his time. He's
I
gonna
think he's
keep
just waiting
doing.
for his like UFC like or
Nah,
Bellator.
he's
I see
wait.
it.
He's gonna shine a little bit. I think he's waiting for the right opportunity and spot to come out. Cause like right now, playing fields a lot is a little bit packed right now. And as much as I think he's good and he's able to jump in there with pretty much anybody at this point, I think he's just waiting his time out and he's going to insert himself at a time where like let's say Kenny Omega comes back. Like as much as I don't think they would be like
Pop
the
would be
main
so
event type of
huge.
show, I think that would be an interesting match just to see him come out too. Kenny Omega just comes out, issues an open challenge just for someone. I can see Jake Hager just coming out and actually trying to take that match to prove himself. So I dig that though. All right, we got ourselves
Another
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 split.
split. Another
Another
split.
split. This is going to be it. All right. So let's move on to probably going to be a fan favorite for a lot of people. This is a match that we've seen before in the past, but not on the AEW stage though. And that's the Young Bucks versus the Hardys. Um, I'm putting my money on the Bucks. I think this is going to be where we've been wanting to see the Delete become Broken Matt Hardy. We want to see that gimmick once again. I feel like the Bucks win, Matt and Jeff become broken again, and we see that. I feel like this is going to have at least two more instances of this match that we're going to see. I feel like we're going to get one more of like a hardcore type of match, something where they all kind of shine in for it. But I think we only get that if the Young Bucks win this. If the Hardys actually win, I don't think we'll get that.
I think that this is a lead up. The Hardys will win because when they win, they'll go on. They'll chase the tag team gold, get the tag
Mm-hmm.
team gold, then lose to the Young Bucks and become broken.
Mm-hmm. So
And
you
that
think we
will,
got one more step in between there before we get to that
yeah,
point?
one more step. So I'm going with the Hardys.
I'm going with the Hardys. Hey,
5.0.
this is going to sound a little scary, but you and Sin are actually on the same page here. We don't see that too often. I like the quietness. He won't even admit it.
When it happens, it happens. You have to enjoy it.
But I'll tell you this though, I'm enjoying this run from the Hardys. Like we know Matt has pretty much said that this is their final run, and I've been enjoying what we've gotten to see from them. So I hope we get the broken gimmick once more before they end up going into the sunset. But I still think the Young Bucks are going to pull this one out though, especially with the undisputed elite. Somebody's interfering in this match. This match is not
Matter
going
of
to
fact,
be.
if I'm not mistaken, the Hardys lost the last time they faced the Bucks.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I think the last like two times. Yeah, the last two times. So yeah, they're gonna win. They're gonna win.
Hey,
Like
Sam
they
was
put
like,
them over. They put them over. Like now they can just be like, nah, we're not putting you over. It's our
Sam,
turn. Our
Sam was
time.
like, One Piece fans got to stick together.
No, stop it. Stop it. Kick him
Hey,
out. Get him out of the chat. Get him out of the chat.
oh no,
You're done.
I approve.
Delete.
I
Delete.
approve.
Delete. Delete. Stop it.
All right. So now let's go ahead and move on to the finals for the Owen Hart tournament. So we'll start first with the women, and we got Dr. Britt Baker DMD versus Ruby Soho. Um, I think this is going to be a fire match that we are probably going to see here. Um, I think we're seeing the building. Like the doctor is the doctor. She's going to do her thing. It don't matter whether she's fighting for a championship or not. But I think Ruby's time to shine is here, and I think we're
Yeah.
going to see Ruby walk away with this victory tonight.
Let me see. That's Adam Cole. Da, da, da. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Ruby. I just had to remember like who else was in the Owen Hart tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Ruby. Ruby has a solid chance of winning this match. Uh, her debut was phenomenal, but then it
Mm-hmm.
kind of just went like it plateaued
Mm-hmm.
after that, and so going through this tournament will be her rise into like official roster stardom for top people.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'll go Ruby. I can see Ruby
Ruby.
winning. I'll go Ruby.
All right, we're back on the same page for a second here. So now we'll go on the vice versa side, and we'll go to the guys, and we got Samoa Joe and Adam Cole, baby.
Adam Cole, baby. Come on now.
So that sounds like you sound like
Boom.
you're going with the Adam Cole.
I'm going with Adam Cole.
Right.
Even though Joe's going to kill him, Adam Cole.
I'm going with the Samoa Joe on this. I mean, Joe
It's
is
not for the
Joe.
title. It don't matter.
It's not for the title. Don't be like you said. Joe is going to kill Adam Cole, and like he's going to walk over his lifeless
Like
dead body.
this, for those of you that don't know, Joe was a manager of NXT
Mm.
before Adam Cole left. And there was some heated arguments. So this is going to be a slobber knocker of a match. But Adam Cole is going to win because Samoa Joe won the last time in
I
the
think
other
because
promotion.
the other promotions, regardless, we don't care about the other promotion here. Joe is going to take
Wins
this.
matter. Wins and losses matter.
Here they do, but I got Joe walking away from this, and this will be another collaboration that we'll see. I mean, Tony Khan owns a Ring of Honor, but we'll see the top of the AEW food chain versus almost the top of the chain in Ring of Honor. So I think Samoa is going to take this victory. All right, we got to split. We got to split. I like
Split.
it. All right, now we're going to move on to the tag team championship, and this is going to be a three-way between Keith Lee and Swerve Strickland, the champions Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus, and Powerhouse Hobbs and Ricky Starks Team Taz. Who do you have for this match?
Keith Lee.
We're on the same page.
Keith Lee. As much as I enjoy Ricky Starks and him and them coming back from being out for so long,
Mm-hmm.
um, I think his best chance is just going back after like singles competition,
Mm-hmm.
getting back into his rhythm, so they can give him that. Yeah, he's just did he lose the belt?
The FTW? No, I'm pretty sure he has that still. He didn't lose it.
Yeah, he still has the
Mm-hmm.
FCW belt. So yeah, yeah, Keith Lee.
Cool. We're on the safe page. I got Keith and Swerve taking this victory. Um,
Swerve.
they've done an excellent job since setting for foot in AEW. I think Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus. I think they have done very well in the tag team division, and I think their time to do singles competition is right here on the horizon. Jungle Boy's potential is unlimited, and I'm looking forward to seeing what he's going to do over the next few years. I think he's got the time now
I
to
think he's
take
still top of the rankings as well.
two for it. So
Yep.
I think it's Jungle Boy's time to get on on the individual side and do things for it. But I think Keith and Swerve are solid as a tag team, and I think they're going to take the victory. So cool, we're on the same page for that one. After we finish that, I want to come back to something once we get through all the predictions. We're going to also talk about some things that we think may be a surprise as well too. Um, but now we're going to move on to this match. Now, there's been a lot happening over the last few days, to the point where there's a chance this match may not happen. I'll go into it, but
Shaky.
that's MJF versus Wardlow. Now, over the past few weeks, like these two dudes have been probably one of the fire promos between the two of them, and what they've done has just been absolutely amazing. Wardlow has been built as being this monster of a powerhouse when it comes time for being in the ring. Um, Now MJF, and we know how MJF is. And I love this guy because you know what? I don't care where you see him, where he's at. He is always MJF. There is no change in what he does. But this weekend, for Double or Nothing, there was a fan fest, and MJF is supposed to be there doing autographs and taking pictures and all that. And we come to find out that my man got on a plane and hauled off and left. Now, there's been no communication from what we've been seeing online. Uh, this is a little bit of a weird situation that's going on right now.
It's like,
And
is this a work or
is this it's because of MJF truly staying to his character. This almost feels like he's left. He gonna come back and be like, "I bet you guys thought I wasn't gonna show up today." Like, I don't know. This one has potential of not happening. Now, let's do this. Let's go under the assumption that MJF does show up for this match.
I'm going Wardlow?
I'm going Wardlow. Either way. I think their feud over the past few weeks has just been really good. And Wardlow to get established as being the guy, or a guy, I should say. Um, MJF got the mic skills. He's got the in-ring skill. Like, he has it. Like, there's no doubt that MJF is going to be AEW champion within the next few years. And I'm looking forward to seeing that. Well, that's if he doesn't jump ship and go to WWE he's claiming to do for it.
He's not
But
going to do that. Well, at least not now.
at least not now. His mouth is saying it, but he's just being MJF in true fashion. But I don't know. I'm loving the side of this that we can't actually figure out if this dude is just working all of the world right now or if he's actually being serious. Because I actually see him being serious and doing something like this as well too. Uh, I hope he does show up because I don't want him
I just
being
hope
one.
that's all. It is a work, but if it's something serious, I hope it's
Oh,
not really bad. I
yeah,
hope it's like, oh damn, I'm sorry to hear that, and not like, oh shit, I am sorry to hear that.
I know. Because I do not need my man to pack his bags and go home. He needs to stay where he is at because he is thriving. But I mean, we'll know in a few hours, less than a few hours, if this is going to go down. This is definitely going to be the sub main event. Like, there's no two ways about it. This is going to be one of the shows that's going to be closer to closing out the night. Um, I just hope it happens. I really do. I hope this match does not get scrubbed. If it ends up getting scrubbed, Warlow, of course, will just end up coming out and probably just putting on the promo. But I think this is where we may see somebody debut or come back if for whatever reason this match doesn't happen. There's got to be another pop that they got to throw in here with it. Um, but either way, we're both in agreement. Warlow's winning this match, whether it's disqualification from MJF not showing up or just him getting in the ring and just absolutely demolishing them. Cool.
Yep.
Same page there. All right. Wrapping up the night. Big match. AEW Championship. We got Hangman Adam Page versus CM Punk. Now I'm gonna tell you, this match actually had me scratching my head for a little while. It actually made me really think because I could see this match going either way. Um, Adam Page has defined himself as being AEW champion, and he's defended it numerous times now. But then you got the likes of CM Punk, and going into this match, they're both working like the heel side of what they normally would do. And so this has been having me scratch my head. Um, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm probably a part of the smaller batch of these, but I think CM Punk may actually win this.
I mean, that's what Sid just said. He said Punk straight up off jump.
And like, don't get me wrong, Adam Page as a champion has been doing phenomenal. Um, I just feel like Punk, if he takes this belt, I feel like we're gonna see that true heel CM Punk return. If we get that, I'm all for this. Um,
My what I think, if CM Punk wins, then that must be the catalyst for Kenny Omega to come back because it's he calls himself the best wrestler in the world, and CM Punk calls himself the best wrestler in the world. So we have two of the best, and one says you can't, your arms are too small because you can't box God. That kind of I kind of want to see some V triggers to the face. I'm not gonna lie, but I I want that third match between Kenny and Paige for
mm-hmm,
the championship. But Punk, I'm gonna go CM Punk only because that it's CM Punk and he has that legend status going
mm-hmm,
for him right now. And when he did come, he was undefeated, gave MJF the push, and has been on a steady, like, all right, I'm proving to everyone that I still got it
mm-hmm,
at my age. And uh, the main difference between AEW and that other promotion is that they fully develop, and when they bring in a legend, they allow that legend to go up, achieve what they want to achieve. So Mr. Brooks did say that he wanted championship gold.
mm-hmm.
He's going to get championship gold. This may be his time.
I dig that. I think Hangman Adam Page is doing well. Like, he's They're putting them in the position to be the potential best. But I think right now, if you put that belt on Punk, place is gonna lose it. Hey,
And what and here's my theory is that CM Punk becomes the leader of Dark Order.
ooh, you think they're gonna do that? You think they're gonna do that?
Dark Order is leaderless, and as
Mm-hmm.
much as not Adam Page is the head, so to
Mm-hmm.
speak, of Dark Order, he's not the leader of Dark Order.
So you think maybe
But
that'll be the catalyst tonight? You think Dark Order's gonna interfere with this match?
I think that if all right, so it can go a couple different ways. If
Mm-hmm.
Dark Order interferes to save Adam
Mm-hmm.
from losing, which then causes him to go full heel
Mm-hmm.
because he's gonna like, I didn't need your help to win this match because he'll ultimately win via disqualification because this is a championship match. But if CM Punk wins, it still gives him that option to go heel
Mm-hmm.
to get it back, and that will split him off from Dark Order because Dark Order isn't really being seen as heels right now.
Mm-hmm.
They're seen as faces. So you and CM Punk has already had the Straight Edge Society, and that can like convert them into a whole different segment. So that way, not saying there's anything wrong with still giving honor to Brody Lee,
Mm-hmm.
but I feel like that would be a good transition to allow them to become a better unit and not have to always focus on Brody Lee, which is fine,
Mm-hmm.
but that's my take on it.
I can dig that. Like I think Dark Order, rest in peace, Brody Lee. They Dark Order was in stride, and they were proving themselves. Unfortunately, Brody passed, and they had to shift gears a little bit. Um, and I do think they deserve to get a little bit of that shine back to them. And I think one of the two of them becoming the leader of the faction actually could work. Um, I don't think mm, Marcus, you make good sense. I like your thinking here. I don't think they're going to do it though. I don't think they will put them with it. I feel like Adam, yes, I think he would be the one to do it. I think Punk will end up doing his own thing, and I feel like maybe we'll surround him with a couple of the up and comings and probably pair off with him. And kind of like what Jericho does. Um, because his ethics are very well backstage. We know, um, but I can see Dark Order doing that with Adam Page. And if that happens, he's gonna win. Like I will say that if that happens, but I'm still putting my money on CM Punk. I just think that change is going to be pretty cool if it happens. All right, so we got some solid picks. I got everything written down over here, so it's all set in stone, and we got some things on the screen now. I want to throw out a couple of things. Like it was one thing I forgot. I wanted to talk about. So the Owen Hart Foundation tournament. So the rumor has been the winners of these matches are actually going to get the new championships, so called, that have been rumored for some time now. So kind of how like WWE has their Intercontinental and their US titles, is they're going to get those extra set of belts to add in the mid card for it. Um, Not exactly sure what it's going to look like, but they think that maybe it'll be the vice versa, the TBS and the TNT championships. Kind of like you said, there will be a men's and women's of both championships, but I do feel like they're going to do something different. I feel like maybe they would introduce like an intercontinental type of championship into the mix, at least on the men's side. And in the women's side, like they probably will have. Honestly, that I would actually like to see a women's intercontinental championship. I think that's something that we have not seen outside of like China winning the Intercontinental Championship in the men's division.
Yep.
But I think that would be a real cool look to see a men and women Intercontinental Championship being unveiled. Um, who knows, that could be the thing, or They may just say, yeah, you guys getting your championship title shots at some point. But the rumor is that these winners of these matches are going to get these new championship titles. Um, so we'll see. Like I talked about the 6-man tag team championships, but I think they're going to hold off on that at least until Kenny Omega comes back, because Kenny and the Bucks 6-man tag is probably one of the matches that you want to see. Probably won't have them win the championships, but they have a tournament. They're definitely going to be in said tournament.
Curveball jokes.
Oh, damn.
What if Kenny Omega shows up at the end of Double or Nothing as the cleaner? Like full on, like I'm back. I'm coming for what's mine. Curveball jokes.
I can see now. Kenny saw he says he's still recovering. He's acknowledged that his injuries. He's like he's going to heal up. He's going to be strong, but he'll never be 100% again. And I can understand with some of the things that he's done, but could Kenny make an appearance? Maybe. I'm not going to lie. I want to see, as much as, even though they threw him out of the Bullet Club, somehow in some way, I want all the leaders of the Bullet Club to come back and just come together again. The only one right now that's two that are probably won't see it is Finn and AJ.
Technically three.
Technically three. But if we can have Jay White show up, Kenny Omega show up, and then at this point, I guess, would you put Adam Cole in that? I mean, he's led a variation of the group, I guess you could say.
I would say Adam Cole's is kind of like evil. He has his own clique within the Bullet Club. That's how I see it, because he was under the Young Bucks. In Kenny Omega. He was under the Elite. So the Elite was like a sub brand at the time of Bullet Club. And so like he's not like Finn Balor and AJ, like definite leaders of Bullet Club. Cody Rhodes challenging the leadership of Bullet Club against Kenny at the time. So like Adam is a leader of his own club, so to speak.
Dig it. I dig that. But I would like to see it. But Kenny showing up tonight would be an interesting thing. I'm gonna say he's not going to show up. I think they'll keep that in the bag for a little while. But if anyone Bullet Club shows up, I feel like depending on the outcome of this tag team match, I can see Gallows and Anderson showing up and probably interfering in some shape or form. Because, I mean, the Bullet Club is starting to make that comeback all over the world in different promotions. And I don't think AEW is going to slow down.
As they say, your Bullet Club for life.
So.
Until you get kicked out. And then you're no longer Bullet Club, but you're still Bullet Club for life, because you can always come back. Eventually, somehow. I dig it. So I think we got a couple of solid what ifs if they could possibly happen. But there's definitely going to be a winner and a loser here. There's no two ways about it. So get prepared to buy my next AEW pay-per-view, Marcus, because you're going to be buying it for me. I'm sorry, little jokes, but it's going to be me that's going to win. It's going to be me.
That's fine. You got your AEW championship. I'm happy. I'm happy you have that belt. I will eventually get that belt.
Shiny enough. It's not shiny enough. Oh yeah.
See what happens when you try to be like that? Wayne Tech gets you. So see, it ain't working.
Wayne Tech didn't get me. Wayne Tech didn't get me. Wayne Tech got you.
Nah, it got you. It got you. Hey, no. Sen, did Wayne Tech get me or did it get him? I know it definitely tripped on somebody's side, and I'm pretty sure it was his side just now. All right, so I think we got some solid. Shiggy. I think we got some solid picks. We're only a few hours out. Double or Nothing goes down at 8. The pre-show, the buy-in starts at 7. So I would suggest get your loading snacks together. I got a plan. I'm gonna get some food. I'm gonna be ready to go. Just hope not to get the itis. Hey, Gage said Bruce don't care about either. He been getting. Oh wait! I like this. Hold up. Let me put this up here.
What? You're crazy. You're crazy. Get out. You're crazy. You're crazy.
I'm cool
You're
with that.
crazy. Nah,
Yeah.
nah, nah. We'll do the pay per view. Nah, you're not getting this. You're not getting this. I worked hard for this. No, you're not getting it.
Okay.
You're not getting it.
I think if
You're not getting
I'll
it.
say by the end of the year, if I outdo all of my predictions, I feel like you should let me hold on to that for like a month. And I'm gonna every show, every weekly, every other show we're gonna do, I'm gonna be sitting there, yo. I took Marcus's championship. Like I'm gonna do this. And you know what I'm gonna do?
Nah, because what you see, I'm a belt collector. Nah,
That's fine. Hey, I'm just
nah.
gonna get a piece of duct tape and write my name on it. I'm gonna rudely
Hey,
slap it on
stop
your
it.
belt.
Hey,
And
stop
rudely
it.
slap it on your belt.
Stop it.
Jokes.
Stop it.
We're gonna do this. You guys heard it. So these have been our predictions for Double or Nothing tonight. I hope you guys are gonna be tuning in. Who's out there? Whether it's Bleacher Report, Fight, however it is that you're gonna watch it. Shout out to the people going to the theater. I decided not to go to the theater this time. I'm gonna sit home comfortably and watch it on TV. And not go broke in the process of going to the theater. So I'm gonna watch it at home tonight. But however you guys are gonna watch it, we're gonna be in wrestling chat, chatting it up the whole way through the show. So we hope to have you guys in there. If you guys got friends that want to be a part of it, make sure invite them in the wrestling chat. I'm gonna throw this up there. Like let's do this, Justin, so everybody can have. I'm gonna give you guys the link, and so we can have
And
it.
also, don't forget, check out the merch. Check out the merch. Brand new merch. Support the
Boom.
cause.
Through the link in the chat, y'all. So all the Loading Snacks pages are there, including the wrestling chat. So go in there, join up. We're gonna be having some conversations, but at the same time, the merch link is in there. My man Sen's got some stuff going on in our anime chat. So if you guys are wrestling fans and some anime fans on the same side as well too, join in on that. Gage has got some things that he's working on. Some good convo shenanigans that he's got going on. Make sure you guys tune into that. Weekly coming a little bit later on in the week. We're gonna have some fun. My
We
man
have
said,
added new
"Hey,
channels in Discord as well for wrestling chat and anime chat. So it's in the beacons links for you guys to join. Also, there was something else I was mean. Oh yeah, hashtag beats and beatdowns. You thought I forgot? On every show, hashtag beats and beatdowns. All right.
you heard it. Beats and beats. My man wants some beat and beat downs. I don't know.
Oh,
I,
and if you in another plug, if you like Obi-Wan Kenobi, we got the Spoiler
Woo!
Boys.
Spoiler boys. I like that one. I like that one. Yeah, go and see that because we talk about some Obi-Wan. That's coming. Actually, matter of fact, you guys will see that tomorrow if you're part of Patreon. So make sure if you're not, get in there because you don't want to miss that conversation. But me and Marcus gonna go part ways because we gotta get ready for Double or Nothing. I gotta get some food getting going on the thing so we'll be ready. I don't have a fancy sign off like my man Gage though, but I'll tell you this. Double or Nothing gonna be fire tonight. And on that note, me and Marcus, we'll catch you later.